Hey guys, we're going to do a little video on letters again. So on font sizes, I just gave you a couple of them on the last letter video, and we're going to do a few more. Okay, so yeah, this time you're going to turn your letters into something, maybe some type of character or animal, whatever you want. So you can turn your letters into a monster. So I'm going to do a quick bubble letter, and I'm going to turn it into something, and then you can do the same and send me some of your bubble letter animals or monsters or whatever else we want to turn them into. So I think I said monster, so monsters begins with an M. So I'm going to make an M first. Okay, can you see my M? I drew nice and light, so then I can highlight it later. So this is going to be my monster's feet, so I'm going to make those kind of puffy on both sides. All right, and then I'm just going to put some lines down here, like maybe 4 lines. Again, during the video, if I'm drawing too fast and you need to feel like you can't keep up, push pause. Then you can work at your own speed. The other thing is too, is like I said before, is you can watch the whole video and then go back and draw along with it, so this way you know where we're going. All right, so these are going to be my monster claws. So. And then I'm going to get them a little bit skinnier. Again, I'm just making this up as I go along. And then I'm going to put kind of like a flare out. Maybe that'll be some horns on the side over there. Okay, this is going to come in. And this is my feet. It's going to get skinnier. All right, now, where the M comes down here, I'm looking at that as being a mouth. So I'm going to come over here on both sides. And I think I'm going to add some fangs. And then maybe some small teeth on the side. Just making it up as I go along. Now in the middle over here, I'm going to add a couple ovals. 1, 2. Ooh, that's turning out to be pretty creepy. Okay, and on the top over here, I'm going to follow my oval so my eyes stand out. And then I think I'm going to put another one and then put some hair on them. Give them maybe a mohawk. Okay, now he could be a silly monster. I could, because he does look kind of silly with those big fangs. I could put a lower jaw over here. All right, but that'll get away from my bubble letter. So I'm going to keep it just the way it is. Kind of looks like some kind of creepy spider cat morphy thing. So now I'm going to come back in and I'm going to draw it with my Sharpie. Okay, so I'm going to use what I have available, paper. Again, I'm drawing on copy paper. I have colored pencils, pastels. I'm in my art studio, so pretty lucky. Over the years, I've been buying stuff. I'm pretty well set. So again, art supplies are expensive. Just, you don't have to buy the best. Just buy stuff that you can draw with, and it's always a great thing for a present or a gift for a birthday, Christmas. Who doesn't like getting things to draw with? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline this now. Okay. Now, I did a smooth line here, and I'm going to do the smooth line over here. But now I'm going to change. I'm going to make some hatchy lines here. But before I do that, because I want it kind of furry on the end and smooth, maybe I'll put some scales on the outside. Always thinking about texture. I'm going to make my claws. Now, to make a claw, I'm going to make a U, wherever my claws are going to be, on all of them. I'm going to do 4. He's a 4-clawed monster. And then I'm going to make my claws. Now I'm going to make a part of the claw. It's going to be like that. And then I'm going to make a point. It's going to be like a letter V. That one's kind of curved. They can be curved V's. Okay. There's a curved V. Now I'm just making the monster. I haven't thought about the background of where he lives. Maybe he's from Mars. It kind of looks like a Mars type creature. M for Mars, and I can make a planet and make some stuff in the background, but we'll work on that later. Now I'm going to make some hatchy lines. Now the thing about making cartoons is less lines is always better. So try not to make too many lines or try to get too realistic with it, and it'll look better. Now you see I'm trying to come in a down direction. I don't want to go, I'm trying to change direction, but also working in the way that the fur would work. So then I'll put some little fur on the bottom of the fuzzy feet. Just some flick strokes with my marker. Okay, now I'm going to do my mouth. I like that little curve that I just added in there. It was just my pencil line. And then my teeth, just like my claws, curved V's. Those are some pretty gnarly looking teeth. I think I'd run away from this guy. V's, zigzags. Okay, maybe one over here, I missed one. Not perfectly straight. Okay, now the eyes. So I'm not going to make them scary. I'm going to make them kind of comical. So I'm going to make it so like his eyes are bouncing around his head. So I did that. Now I'm going to make kind of like a half moon. You see the moon? And then I'm going to make a circle for the eye. And then maybe make another one, maybe a little bit higher. Okay, now it looks like he's got googly eyes. So, and I'm going to leave some white in there. So I'm going to make 2 circles. And then I'll color the rest with my Sharpie. I say this all the time. I like to leave a little white in my eyes. It's that reflection of light from the surrounding area. Okay, now you'd imagine his eyes are just bouncing in the back. I could make the back color of the background so it looks like his eyes are like bouncing around in his head. Now I said I was going to put horns, so I'm going to make these curl in a little bit. And then I'm going to put a little curved line on the bottom like that. And then just some little tiny curves to make it look like it's roundish. Curved lines, not straight, never straight. When you're making something round that you want to look round, use your curves. Okay. Now for the eyebrows. I could easily turn this into a more if I wanted to put eyelashes on it, it could be a girl M monster. I'm going to put some spikies over the top of the head. And I didn't have these drawn in. I'm just adding them because I thought about it now. And this is going to be my mohawk. There you go. There's my M bubble letter monster. Again, I said I was going to put a background, so I'm going to quickly sketch in something so he doesn't look like he's standing on something. And here's my M mountains that we've been making. Come on the other side. I'm going to put some rocks. And it can be some grass or some plants or something. Maybe your grass is not going to be green. Maybe your grass is going to be orange or pink because he's on Mars. And maybe there's a planet with different moons around it. Be creative. Okay, so there's my M monster. All right, I'm gonna go for a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna let you add color. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. I think I'm going to stick to pretty much one color for my monster. I'm thinking maybe orangish, so I'm gonna stick with that and maybe add a yellow in there. So I have 3 different colors, oranges and reds. This is this wild strawberry, a scarlet, red violet, and a yellow. So I'm going to get rid of my strawberry. I'm not a big fan of that strawberry color. Okay, so here we go. First, I'm going to lay my lightest color in first. It's my yellow, going up and down. And then, because my claws, I'm going to put some circle strokes in there. Okay, I'm not worried about coloring every little thing. And then my face is a V, so I'm going to color like a V. Working quickly. I'm not, again, this is a sketch. It's not going to be hanging in a museum anywhere. It's just fun drawing. Again, it's my M monster. Okay, now the eyes, I think I'm going to use, this is a violet red. I'm going to go around the outside of my pupil with a violet red. It almost looks like a pink. I don't know where the violet is in this because violet's usually a darker color. but I think that color works pretty good. Now this is a scarlet, which is a pretty dark red-orange color. So again, I'm not going to put it everywhere. I'm going to put a little bit on the inside part of the leg. Maybe that's a shadow. A little bit on this side. Again, I'm always trying to think like fur. I don't want to just color straight across. I'm always trying to think maybe this is fur. So scumbling along, making little tiny curve strokes. Underneath the lip here, I'm going to make it a little bit darker. It looks like his mouth is opening up. This part here is kind of going to be really dark. That's inside of his eye. Again, so far just two colors. I'm using different pressure to create different values. Okay. Some curved strokes underneath the horn. I'm going to put a little bit over his eyebrow. Some little flick strokes on the top part of his hair. All right, now I just have the horns and the teeth. All right, now I have some orange here. This is a lighter orange. Just put some light orange on the top of the horn. Now because I'm using yellow and orange, the complementary color on the opposite side of the color wheel is blue. So I'm going to take a little bit of sky blue and add it into my horns. Now I want to be careful not to mix the two together too much because it's going to create brown. So I'm just throwing in some of that blue, and in my teeth, I'm going to make my teeth blue. I'm going to leave some of the white of the teeth. That's going to make them look like they're shiny, but I'm going to take some of that. This is a sky blue. Okay, and then I'm going to find a dark blue. I always check them on the side of your paper so you know that you have the right color, even though they're labeled. And I'm going to put a little bit of shadow at the top of that, and then a little bit of blue into my feet too. I'm always thinking about shadows because shadows make your drawings look more interesting. Maybe a little bit of blue underneath the eyes. Just little curved strokes. Look like he has bags. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with that guy. He looks pretty creepy and scary to me. Now let's do our background. Okay, now we said this guy was on Mars, so I'm thinking Mars is the red planet. So I have a red here, so I'm going to put a red underneath him. And I'm going side to side. You notice I haven't colored my claws yet. Again, not worried about filling everything in, because I'm gonna go over afterwards with something else. Now, I don't know what color you think we should do the claws, but I think I'm going to use that red again, and then just put some dark red in there, but leave some white. Up and down, following the directions of my claws. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to take some orange on the ground over here and then go side to side with some orange to hide some of that white paper. If I get a little bit in my claws, it's okay because that will just fill in some of the white that's there. Okay, the rock. I'm going to go with sideways diagonally. Color in some of that rock. All right, now this little piece right here, I'm going to make that really dark. And the grass, red. Okay, now the mountains. I'm going to look for a pinkish type color. All right, this is I think this is a red violet. So diagonal with the mountains. Okay, and now I'm going to come in and put a little bit darker value on the top edge of the mountains and then pull some lines down with my crayon. A little bit darker on the top. Pull some lines down at a diagonal. Again, I'm drawing real fast, so I know I'm drawing fast, and I want you to get this and then watch it again And again, it doesn't have to be a letter M. It could be a letter I, it could be a letter J, it could be whatever you want to. All right, now for the sky, I am going to, actually before I do the sky, I'm going to color my planets. Let's make that one yellow. I'll make that one yellow. I'm just going with what's in my hand. I'm not going back and forth. I'll make that one this one. Just going to grab a random color. That one's orange. Oh, that one's, let's have an apricot or a peach planet. That will be peach too. Okay, so now for the sky. I'm going to do the sky with a, this is kind of, I think it's a plum color. I'm going to go sideways with the sky. Maybe this is the atmosphere. I'm going to try to stay away from the white in my monster. It's okay if I go over my moon. I just want to keep the white. Now, inside the legs here. But in the eyes here, like I was saying earlier, I want to make this color of the sky. So I'm barely pushing. I want to make his eyes look like they're actually bouncing around in an oval there. So I'm pushing very lightly just to match my sky in the background. I wasn't pushing super hard to make a line like that. I'm kind of just barely letting my crayon touch the surface. Now, I lost a little bit of the outline of that pink of that eye, so I'm going to grab a pretty dark purple and just outline that so I can see it. All right. Now, I haven't done, I did a black outline. Let's see, is that a dark one? Yeah, that was good. Here we go. And now I'm just going to outline that pink a little bit, just to make it stand out just a little bit. There we go. That's done. The only thing you need to do is maybe think about signing your artwork. Now, what I like to do is show me your artwork. So when you get something completed and finished, send it off to the school, to my website, go online, and then just find my name, click on it, and then you can share your drawings with me, and I can tell you how wonderful and brilliant you are. And when we get back, we can hang them on the walls in school. All right, so you have any questions? Again, email me. Be safe, be kind, learn something new, be helpful around the house, and have a great day. Talk to you in a few. Bye.